I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I don't know if you noticed, but I was away because I needed a break from YouTube. I just needed a mental and physical break from YouTube and just sort out my life. But here we are. So, can I be real with you for a second? I have walked into rooms my entire life, audition rooms, boutiques, fashion spaces, and felt something that I shouldn't have had to feel. Like my presence was an inconvenience. Like being Latina, over 40, being me was somehow too much or not enough at the same time. And you know what? Fashion did the same thing to us. The runways, the magazines, the stores, they weren't built with us in mind. Women like us, women over 40, with curves, with legs, with presence, ethnic, cosmopolitan, alive and thriving, and refusing to become invisible. But here's what they don't know, and what I'm about to show you. Summer's 2026 biggest runway trends. Some of them were made for us. And some of them, babe, we're gonna leave those right on the runway where they belong. I just went through every major fashion show. Saint Laurent, Valentino, Dior, Balenciaga, so you don't have to. I'm giving you my honest girl crew verdict. Buy or skip. Let's go. Real quick, I'm Daisy. New Yorker, Latina, almost 50. I can't believe I just said that. Makes me want to cry. I spent over a decade working in high-end and luxury fashion houses here in New York City, including Nordstrom, Flagship. I live in a city where the fashion actually thrives. Every block out here is a runway. But more importantly, I am you. I know what it feels like to look at a trend and think, but does this work for me? For my body, my age, my life? That's exactly why I'm here. I did the runway research, and I'm giving you my honest verdict. No filter, no fluff. Now let's get into it because I have a lot to cover, and summer's just beginning. Okay, let's go straight into trend number one. It's the power shoulders. This one gives me life. Power shoulders are back, and I mean back. Saint Laurent, Valentino, Givenchy, all of them sending structured, defined shoulders looks down the runway this season. Can I tell you something? The 80s power shoulder wasn't just fashion, it was armor. It was a woman walking into the room and saying, without saying a word, I am here, and you will see me. And for us, over 40, living in the city tests you every day. This trend is not a throwback, it's a statement, damn it. Here's my tip. You don't need an exaggerated shoulder from 1987. Look for structured blazers, clean shoulder lines, anything that gives shape without crossing into costume territory. Think Saint Laurent, not Dynasty. My dad used to watch Dynasty. I miss my dad. So this trend is an absolute buy. If you are shopping for a trend, this one is one you absolutely should look over because it's timeless, classic. Número dos, Ruffles. And I know what you're thinking. Ruffles? Really? Yes, really. Ulla Johnson, Diadema, Kim Shui, all doing beautiful things with ruffles. And done right, this trend is feminine, luxurious, and absolutely works at 40. At any age, but definitely at 40. Here's the difference between ruffles that work and the ones that don't. Placement and proportion. One ruffle detail on a sleeve or neckline, elegant, intentional. Adds softness without looking too precious. Head to toe ruffles on every surface? That's a skip. And I'll get to why in a second. Think of it this way. Ruffles should feel like a finishing touch, not the whole story. Ask yourself when you try it on, does this feel like me or does it feel like a costume? If you have to ask, put it back. Now this one is an absolute buy/keep. If you're embarking on any trend, look up this trend and see if it fits you. Número tres, Chartreuse or bold color. I couldn't choose from this one, so I added two colors, the Chartreuse and the bold blue that I saw everywhere, and I'm personally more drawn to the bold blue. It just looks stunning, but I also know that that color works on me best. Chartreuse, I need to go to literally the equator and maybe spend 3 weeks to get a good tan, a good color, then come back and wear chartreuse. That's the only way I could wear it, because for ethnic person, I tend to look very pale. Did I say that out loud? Okay, I love this one because it just changes your outfit. All you need to do is pick one color, wear it from head to toe, and it's a statement outfit and it looks beautiful, especially if you pick a color that just works with your skin. Fire! Chartreuse, that electric yellow green that showed up at Saint Laurent, Valentino, Balenciaga, and Alaya this season. Now I know some of you just made a face, but listen to me. Bold color after 40 is not loud. It's not trying too hard. It's powerful. Say it with me. Powerful. Damn it, here's my rule. If you're afraid to go for it, I would go for it head to toe because I think it looks stunning, it looks sexy, alluring. It's a statement piece, it's bold, it's delicious. But if you are trepidatious, start one item. It's the simplest way. Pick that chartreuse color item, or if you're more like me, that bold, stunning blue color, and start with that. One item, one piece, one statement. Let the color do the work and everything else at the background, like a background actor. And neutral. A chartreuse blazer with a black trouser maybe, or denim, or cream colors, or tan colors, and keep it in that color family. That's a woman who walked into the room and owned it before she said a word. We spent too many years being told to tone it down, to be appropriate, to not take up too much space. Wear the color. Take up the space. We only have one life. So this is an absolute, you guessed it, buy. Number 4, Capri Pants. They're everywhere. And great, because I didn't need a trend to tell me to wear Capri Pants. I would wear it anyway. But my job does not allow me to wear shorts. Now, and I'm not talking about hot shorts. I'm talking about like regular shorts, mid-thigh. And that's all I have in my wardrobe. That was a confession. Capri Pants. And before you say anything, yes. They're back and they're giving everything. Ralph Laurent and Versace both sent beautiful versions down the runway. And honestly, this trend was made for women like us. Here's why. Capri Pants hit the most flattering part of the leg. They're polished, they're intentional. They say, I know exactly what I'm doing without even trying. Tip. Keep the fit tailored, not baggy. A slightly cropped cigarette style capri with a heel or pointed mule, even square. That's the move. That's the New York City woman. That's us. So this, you already know, is an absolute buy. Numero 5, color clash. Now this one is so fun. I love this one. I mean, I love all of them, but this one is just fun. Color clash. Prada, Loewe or Loewe, both doing the most. Beautiful. Unexpected color combinations this season. And it's giving life, joy, and personality into every look. Color clash is exactly what it sounds like. Two bold, opposing colors worn together intentionally. And when you commit to it, it looks like a woman who knows herself. Here's my tip. Don't be shy. Start with 2 colors you already own and love and put them together. Your favorite color plus the opposite color. How fun is that? That's your starting point. Now, as Latinas, we are built for color. Except me. Sometimes I need a tan. But that's neither here nor there. Colors in our culture, colors in our personality, our art, our food, our everything. We don't shy away from it. We live in it. Con sazón. I just needed to say that. But here's the insider tip. I got you. Find the colors that work with your skin tone first. For me, I would go with bold colors because they look beautiful with my skin tone. And then I would pair that bold red with bold blue, a bold yellow, a canary yellow, a bold foresty green, like a little bit more muted, right? The possibilities are endless. Because color clash done wrong is just noise. But color clash done right, it's a whole entire mood. Okay, this video wouldn't be fun without some of the skips. Wait until you hear them and don't laugh. And for the first one, I say this with love. No. Bubbled hems, balloon skirts, call them what you want. They were at Zimmerman, Dolce & Gabbana, Calvin Klein. They were everywhere. And on the runway, sure. Stunning, poetic, storytelling, fantasy. On a 19-year-old model with no hips? Bravo! On us, here's the truth. The silhouette adds volume exactly where most of us don't want it in the first place. It cuts you off at the widest point and makes you disappear into the fabric. And as a Latina, that's an absolute no. At 40, there's no room for disappearing. We are here. Leave this one on the runway. It's an absolute cut. Next, head to toe sheer. I love me sheer. I love this trend. I've been trying to incorporate it in my wardrobe. It's stunning, it's sexy, it's moody, it's a little macabre. It's just, I love it. It has a little goth element. I'm into that. I'm into it. I know I'm Latina and I'm into like that goth thing. I really am. Shocking for most. But this one had me cackling at some of the runway shows that I saw. Head to toe sheer. Milan was full of it this season. Gossamer everything. Barely there overlays from head to toe. Listen, like I stated, I'm all for a sheer moment. I think it's stunning and sensuous. But fully sheer from ankle to neckline in broad daylight? Unless you're walking a runway in Milan or at the corner of 42nd Street with a full glam team, this is a hard cut. Skip! Please skip the head to toe sheer. Lastly, ripped jeans. I have ripped jeans in my collection. And yes, they're a comeback. Brandon Maxwell, Simkai, Area, all sent them down the runway this season. And I just need to say no. 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 We're almost 50. We have worked hard, lived too fully and too much, and built too much of ourselves to walk around looking like we fell. You heard me. The 2010s called. They want their jeans back. Now, like I stated at the top of this segment, I have ripped jeans. But there's a difference between having ripped jeans, and yes, you can wear them at 50. I wear them, but not when you look like you haven't showered in over a week. Why would I invest money on something like that? That dirty looking ripped jean, because there's a difference, is an absolute, say it with me, cut. Still there? So here's your summer 2026 girl crew verdict. My girl crew verdict. Power shoulders. Wear them like the armor that they are. Capri pants. Tailored, polished, elegant, classic, intentional. Ruffles. One detail done with purpose. Color clash. Commit. Don't be shy. Find your colors. Bold color. Take up every inch you deserve. And the skips, bubble hems, head to toe sheer, ripped, dirty looking jeans. Leave them exactly where they belong, on someone else. Here's my rule for every single trend. Does this make me feel powerful, confident, beautiful, sexy? Or does it make me feel like I'm playing dress up, lost like somebody else? If this felt like the conversation that you needed, if you're a woman over 40 who's done being overlooked, done being handed trends that weren't made for her, done shrinking into the background, you're in the right place. Subscribe, come back every Sunday, and don't forget, comment down below and tell me which trend are you wearing this summer. See you next week.